So how do you improve your putting? We've all seen the strokes gained statistic on the PGA Tour. What it means is from any given distance, the PGA Tour takes a certain amount of strokes on average to get the ball in the hole. For example, here you see from 24 feet on the green, the average amount of strokes to get the ball in the hole is 1.918. What that means is that if you two putt from 24 feet, you lose a small amount of strokes to the PGA Tour. By contrast, from 45 feet, the average amount of strokes to get it in the hole on the PGA Tour is 2.1. If you two putt from 45 feet, you're gaining 0.1 versus the PGA Tour. How can we use that data? For our golf team at Towson, I've developed this drill with 18 different holes that you play on a putting green. As you can see here, all different starting distances. And the idea would be to pick some difficult putts, some easy putts, different slopes to try and simulate a real round of golf. The rules for the game are no three putts. If you three putt, you start over. What I like about that is it simulates the pressure of a real round of golf. And you'll see here the third hole in the way we've got this particular one set up is 45 feet. So you can think of it as you get on the third hole of your round, you don't hit a great iron shot, you've got a 45 footer, you'd like to be able to get that down in two. And as you saw on the spreadsheet, if you get that down in two, you are gaining that tenth of a stroke as compared to the PGA Tour averages. You go through this drill. Number 4, 3 feet, whether you think of that as if you missed a green and chipped up to 3 feet, 9 feet on the next hole, maybe you missed a green and didn't hit your greatest chip, maybe you hit a great iron shot to 9 feet, 39, 6, 21, 33, 3, 30, 18, and so on and so on. We picked this because it simulates a typical round that our players play. So if you three putt, you start over, and you must get to 6 under par. Out of these 18 holes, you've got to make at least 6 of these putts. Sometimes you'll make the 24 footers and the 27 footers, but they're rare. But what this game does is it puts heavy emphasis on making the ones that you're quote unquote supposed to make. So your 3 footers, your 6 footers, and a couple of your 9 footers. If you make the 3 footer, the 3 footer, the 6 footer, the 6 footer, that's 4, and then 2 of the 9 footers, and you don't 3-putt anywhere as you go, you get to that 6 under par number. Why is that 6 under par number important? When you go back to the strokes gained spreadsheet, you'll see that I've plugged in essentially completing the drill at the minimum level, which is 6 under par. So you see it took 30 putts to complete the drill. 18 holes at par 2 would be 36. So 30 putts to complete the drill from those starting distances. When you see our analysis tab here, obviously which only has putting on this day, 30 putts from those starting distances gains 0.646 versus the PGA Tour. So for example, let's add in an additional stroke here, and let's say you missed the 9 footer on the 18th hole of the drill. So you see I put it to a foot and then you tap in from a foot. Now you'll see that if you only get to 5 under, which would be the case in this scenario, you lose strokes versus the PGA Tour. If you complete the drill in any capacity, it doesn't matter which putts you make, but if you don't 3-putt and you get to at least 6 under par, that will still come out to 30 putts. And 30 putts from those starting distances will always equal gaining 0.646 versus the PGA Tour. So I like this game a lot because as long as you complete it by the rules here at the bottom, you will have gained versus the averages on the PGA Tour. So that's a nice game that you can go out and play that will help you putt better than the guys on the PGA Tour.